Hello, and welcome to Budget Modern, the channel where we discuss decks, deck techs, combos, and other very important aspects for the modern format of Magic the Gathering, one of the greatest card games to ever exist. Our main goal on this channel is to help you build modern legal Magic the Gathering decks for approximately $50 or less. We will also be covering each modern legal set one by one and progressively building what we like to call an Evo deck tech, in addition to many other exciting topics. For example, we'll be going through the new Aether Revolt set that is being released in 1 week. Pre-released in 1 week. Going through each card individually and trying to give you some pointers on ways that they could impact Modern and possibly what they could be combined with in the current available cards that we have from Modern. Everything all the way from 8th edition to Aether Revolt. So, honestly, I think it could be a very exciting series for you to watch, and hopefully a bit helpful. Also, you may be asking yourself, what exactly is an Evo deck tech that I mentioned earlier? Well, it is actually quite simple. An Evo deck tech is a deck that you build the base deck list completely from a specifically chosen set of your choice. For example, the way we're going to be starting it, 8th edition would be an excellent starting point, seeing as how that was the set that they began Modern in. And then you choose cards from each set that was released after it and add cards to it from those newer sets. For example, after 8th edition came the original Mirrodin block, Mirrodin, Darksteel, and 5th Dawn. So you get your deck built out of nothing but 8th edition cards first, then start looking at just cards in Mirrodin, see what you use from the Mirrodin set to add into your 8th edition deck. Take out whatever you're no longer needing in your 8th edition deck to be replaced with things from the Mirrodin set. And so on and so forth from each progressive set. And yes, as I said, you do remove any cards that you don't honestly feel are necessary or needed or function how you'd like in the deck from the previous sets anymore as you upgrade it. Otherwise, you could end up with a 200 plus card deck. And honestly, I don't know about you, but unless you're running a Battle of Wits deck or playing EDH Commander, I don't see any reason to run more than 63 cards at the absolute most in a deck. I normally try to keep my decks at the 60 mark, just for better consistency. The main reason that I personally see to build an Evo deck tech is to help you expand your knowledge on the different options each and every set that is available in the modern format has to offer your deck. This can be extremely helpful when building a modern deck because there are so many mechanics and abilities and different cards out there that it's way too easy to overlook a potentially awesome combo, mechanic, or even just a creature that can fill a much needed slot in your favorite deck that you could have never known existed. In addition to our Evo Deck Tech series, I will be presenting several modern legal decks that will cost you only about $50 or most of the time less than that, with the majority of each of the cards only being worth about 15 cents to the high range of approximately $5, preferring to stick to the $5 mark at the absolute highest. You can also look forward to seeing gameplay of each of the decks that we cover. And since this channel is devoted to playing Magic on a budget, what better program to use than Xmage? It is very, very similar to Magic Online, but it is completely free. You have access to almost every single card in the game. You don't have to purchase anything on it, ever. And it's got so many different options for different types of gameplay. You've got options for Standard, Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Commander, Tiny Leaders. I believe they're even adding in Frontier. And also it does give you the option of doing drafts in it. All completely free. So I honestly highly recommend it. It's a wonderful program. It's a great way to be able to test your decks without actually having to go out and spend your hard-earned cash on a deck that there's a possible chance that you might not actually enjoy playing, or it just doesn't quite flow right for you. So it gives you a chance to be able to make those tweaks that you need to make without spending the money on the cards yet. Work out the kinks that you have in your deck, and then go to your local card game shop, spend the money on the cards there, and play a deck that you know you're going to be comfortable and happy with. The website that you can go to download Xmage is xmage.de. So please give it a shot and let me know how you like it in the comments below. I would honestly love to hear from you, and I should be doing some giveaways in the future, and one of my plans is to once a month be hosting a tournament that'll only be available to the viewers of this channel. That's another great thing about Xmage. It gives you the option of doing password-locked tournaments so that only people who have that password can gain access into the tournament. And the only way to get that password for these tournaments I'll be hosting is by watching this channel. So, if you would, stay tuned, hit that like button, and subscribe to our channel. That way you don't miss out on any of the great content or future tournaments we're going to be holding. And I'm also planning on doing a few pretty fun giveaways. So, if that interests you at all, or seems like something could be a help to you, please, like I said, like and subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to help you out in any way I can. Also, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Our Facebook is facebook.com/budgetmodern, and our Twitter is #budgetmodern. Thank you all, and I hope to see you in the next video.